Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Cross-Gen Talk, where a millennial will be speaking to a Gen Zer. I'm your host Yasahaya, and my co-host.
Hello.
So guys, we've got a bit of a special one today, but I'm not going to introduce it. I'm going to let my co-host do it. So over to you, Maestro.
So this topic is on how brainrot is affecting children. For those of you who do not know what brainrot is,
Now that we've seen that horrible image, can I ask you a serious question? Is that a definition of what brain rot is? Give a definition of what brain rot is.
a trend or content online that might change the way that children behave.
I think the definition of brain rot is mind-numbing nonsense that you find online these days.
The first question is, what do kids spend most of their time watching or doing online these days? What do you think?
What's the latest trend? I think with the advent of TikTok, which short videos, initially Instagram came out and that had short videos. TikTok took that over somehow, and all these big companies like YouTube, they're trying to emulate the miniature versions of videos. But
Well, I don't play it personally, but Fortnite is quite big.
Fortnite was big. All these streamers like Case and Nat and iShowSpeed, what do they do?
Game.
So kids are doing online these games, or either watching games or playing games.
So the second question is, do you think too much screen time can change how a child thinks or behaves?
100%. I think when I was young, computers were just coming out and computer times weren't. I think nowadays, like kids who've got attention deficit disorder or they're just fidgety or whatever, it needs to be quick.
Have you ever seen a kid copy something from the internet without thinking about it?
Ooh, can I expand that? So I don't think it's just kids. I think it's people in general. I think people will watch something online. I don't want to say her catchphrase because it's rude, but there was this girl who did something rude and she became an international superstar. And kids will always do, not kids, I think people will watch the internet, and if it's the latest fad, if it's the latest quirks, and we copy them. So do I think kids will copy? Yeah, I think not just kids, I think human beings in general, we will watch something dodgy online and we will want to do it.
Do short videos and fast content help kids learn or make it harder to focus?
I think a bit of both. It depends on the temperament of the child. If you can get the message out in 5 seconds as opposed to 5 minutes, people would prefer that. So it's a bit of both, in my opinion.
How do you feel when you see a child glued to a phone or tablet for hours?
Again, can we expand that? Because I don't think it's fair to say it's just the kids. Kids are glued. You just call it what it is. I think people who watch too much TV, forget the tablets and phones, people who watch too much TV, they're on their phones, wherever, we all suffer from the same problem. So
Can watching silly or random content too often affect how creative a child is?
you know what? Creativity, it's a very difficult word to sort of define, because what you might think is creative will be nonsense to somebody else. What you think is nonsense might be something creative to somebody else. I think creativity, it varies. My personal opinion is that I think we need to be more mindful of how we govern ourselves.
What kind of things should children see online to help them grow in a healthy way?
Wow. I think initially focus on your studies more than anything that you can get through school with. Anything that if you want to go into higher education, that's your thing. That's what I would say focus I think your primary focus should be where you're currently at the moment. Then after that, if you've got any hobbies, maybe focus on that, but your focus should be studies.
Do you think kids know when something online is good for them or not?
I don't think that's anything for them to decide. I think being kids, they don't know any better. It's up to the children's parents and it's up to their guardians who should help them stay away from these things.
And last question, how can we teach children to be more thoughtful about what they watch online and do online?
This is another one for the parents and guardians. I think it's their responsibility to train, to help, should we say, raise awareness. I think it's not up to the kids. I think it's the people who watch over those kids. They need to be responsible. So it's whoever's in charge. Look after your kids. Wow. I don't know if we covered brain rot in that discussion or not, but what I do know is brain rot is a made up nonsense word. That was interesting. Let's never do that again. Let's never discuss nonsense today. But thank you very much for your time today. My name is Yasahaya.
Bye, see you next video.
See you guys next video.